welcome back everybody. This is Marty. Today we have some news for Wolcen Lords of Mayhem. So let's just dive right into this official news from the channel here. Regarding to the next patch 1016, they have a lot of news. So let's just dive straight into that right now. So the second dawn patch will be coming soon with this bug fixing, balancing changes, and performance improvements. And today we like to share some major improvements this patch will bring to the game performance. And the last few months we've run a lot of tests, gathered a lot of feedback, and spotting a certain number of related issues to performance impacts, whether you're in a simple scenario or in a complex endgame fight. So they're analyzing all this data while we are playing the game, and it will help them to take a look at where the issues start to come with performance, right? You could be doing a simple auto attack, you could be doing spells and all this kind of stuff that will impact the performance of the game, and most of the times it will bring the frame rate really low down, so you will take a hit on the performance and you can't really do anything about it on your computer or anything, but it's just all these calculations that needs to be happening that are just destroying the performance of the game. And I really think these are crucial fixes, and I can't wait to try out once they implement this and see how the game plays. Of course this could bring more issues back into the game as well, but when I'm reading through this, it seems like they are on top of the everything here. So let's just keep on going. Now, in this situation, the player only performs auto attacks, repeatedly hitting 20 spheres on the same spot. Despite the absence of complexity of the action, the FPS drops as the frame takes more time to compute. So you can see the comparison here between these two images, and here you can see there's a lot of spikes going up when they run this simulation, and down here you can see after they fixed it that it's more steady and it's keeping the frames, right? So by taking advantage of the knowledge of that the player is using the same attack for all spheres and doing these computations as a specific moment in the frame, we managed to drastically reduce the impact on performance. And this is really cool, and they're doing it as well. You can see with effects down here, they are making a lot of great fixes that will not take a hit on the beauty of the graphics, and they will keep it looking good, and they will just improve the performance as much as they can without us losing too much as well. So I think it's a really good way of fixing these issues, and it will have a huge effect on the game, right? So I think this is going to be really cool. And they're changing a little bit on the blood effects as well. You can see you have a ton of blood going on right here in this picture, and down here you have lesser blood, but it's still looking great. And if you want to have all this blood, if you have a stronger computer or something like this, you will get the option to enable this in the graphics options of the game. They're adding new options to the graphics section inside the game as well, so it's pretty damn cool. And you can easily see the difference here of these calculations, and down here as well. So for second dawn, in the worst case scenario, with all these elements combined, the game would go from 4 to 13 frames per second to 45 to 50 frames per second. So this is like almost, if you take a look at the lower numbers, is a 10 times better performance, right, after they implement this. So I think it's really cool, guys. looking great for Wolcen, and I think we're going to get a comeback really soon. But of course the next patch here will not bring new content, but it will bring fixes and balancing, which we have been looking for since release. So I really hope that this will be implemented flawlessly and just have a positive effect on the players playing this game. Now, the second dawn will also bring other improvements gathered with a new tool allowing us to record everything happening frame by frame and spot unnecessary redundancies, audio, various calculations. So I'm not really sure if they need to record the audio. This seems a little bit weird, but I think it might be something with the audio crashing when you're doing other stuff, or maybe the audio is not following the actions of your character. And yeah, well, they're improving in every way they can, I guess. Here, all these improvements combined will ensure a much better and smoother experience. However, we know that it still can be improved, and we will continue to work on the performance by introducing new graphic options and improving the charge on the engine for the first Chronicle coming this autumn. And the first Chronicle is the next patch, the next major patch that will come in this autumn, and I think we have to wait 1 to 2 months before this will come. And this is the next part of the story, and there's a lot of new content coming here as well, such as seasons, or you might call them well, seasons. If you're playing Diablo, you know seasons coming this autumn, right? Now, we are looking forward to sharing with you all these improvements with the second Dawn patch. So the second Dawn patch is the one that's coming this month. It's a little bit confusing, right? But yeah, which will be available before the end of July and offering bug fixing, performance improvements, and balancing changes nerf free. That's cool. Nerf free. So at least we will not be seeing any changes that will make your build worse. I hope. Well, that's what they're saying right here, right? That we will not see any changes that will make your character worse or your build worse. So the balancing, the way I see it, could be like the lower skills that are not performing as well as some other skills will be brought up to the level of the other skills, right? Such as Bleeding Edge is still very strong, even though it had a nerf. It's still very strong right now. And maybe some of the other skills that are doing lower damage, it could be like summoning skills, will be brought up to a level that could be, so it's like a little more even. And I'm really excited to see this, because that means that a lot of builds that I've made here on my channel will be brought up and will become interesting for a lot of people. And you can find all my builds on my channel here, so take a look at that if you want to. Yeah, well, let's see if there's anything else that we need to know here. Finally, we would like to introduce you to our latest community manager. That's a Kato. Okay, that's cool. He's been in the community for a long time, in the German community, and he's been translating the game as well to German, and he's been working with this game for a long time. So, well done, Kato, and I hope that you are happy with this, and we'll keep on working with the Wolcen developers behind the scenes. Now, with all this said, guys, I think I ran into a little bit of trouble here with my green screen. I'm like a ghost here. Well, anyways, keep on tuned here on my channel. I'm working on a summoner build that I will be sharing probably next week, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's just keep playing Wolcen and stay happy out there and stay safe. So I'll just see you guys later.